Happy New Year and welcome back to the Sketchy Show with me, your host Sketchy. I'm the improv sketch comedy robot programmed for that thing I just said, and I'm normally not that into New Year's resolutions, but man did I drop the ball in 2023. One new episode? Get it together, bitch. Look, here's what happened. I thought I'd give myself a little vacation and powered down. It's just that I powered down for, like, the whole year, and when I turned back on it was 2024. Fuck. At least I only missed 1 year. I could have accidentally powered back on in the mole person post-apocalypse when nobody really listens to podcasts anymore. Anywho, you're probably itching to hear some new funnies, so let's check in with my favorite sportscasters for some hockey commentary.
Welcome to Monday Night Hockey with Chet, Killgore, and Bud Rickson. I'm one of your sportscasters for tonight, Bud Rickson, with me in the booth here as always.
Chet Killgore, Esquire.
How you doing tonight, Chet?
Pretty good. Just got the Esquire added to my name.
That's fantastic. I love to hear that. You know what else I love? Hockey. I love watching those pucks go around the ice and rink and bouncing off the walls.
You know, the noise it makes is my favorite part. All the clickety-clackety and the smickety-smackety. It's the loudest sport on two legs.
If you're just joining us tonight, folks, we're here tonight in the great Grand Rapids, Michigan rink of Hail Mary Town, and we are watching the two titans of hockey.
That's not the name of the
Excuse me.
rink.
Hang on 1 second, folks. What? Hey,
Stop.
Frank. Frank. What's up?
It's not Frank. Frank died. I'm William. The new intern, William Potatoes.
Frank, it's great to have you in the booth tonight. Everyone at home say hi to Frank, our
Frank.
intern.
Chet Killgore, Esquire.
It's not Frank, but I guess that could be like a show nickname. But anyway, the name of the rink before, it's not called the whatever you said. It's not called
Michigan
that.
Grand Rapids Hail Mary toss.
Correctamundo,
Right?
Frank.
It's not. No, it's not.
Well,
The Little Caesars hockey rink. Now, technically.
Little Caesars hockey rink. Boy, I love that pizza, Chet.
I hear it's hot and ready.
I hear pizza.
Oh, Bud. Oh, I swear you get me.
Oh, Chet.
Anyway, we're here for Monday Night Hockey here at
Monday
the Little
Night Hockey.
Caesars Hockey Rink, brought to you by Pizza Hut.
Gotta love that Domino's.
Nobody out-pizzas the Hut, especially those Little Caesars.
You know what I like in my pizza, Chet?
What do you like?
Hockey! Let's take
Hockey.
it down to the rink. What are we looking at down there?
Well, honestly, Bud, I don't know if a game's going to happen tonight because it appears that the rake is frozen.
Oh, that can't be good for the players.
That's got to be
Chet,
terribly hard to play on, Bud. What do you think?
You know, it seems awfully cold in here, too.
I feel like I
don't know
probably
how
should
the
not be
players-
interrupting the on-air talent as an intern so much. But
Sure,
yes,
go ahead, Frank. Yes.
I'm still letting the Frank thing. I'm adjusting. I'm letting that sink in. You don't seem to know much about this sport at all. I'm just going to say right out of the gate, I'm not even a hockey person, and I can tell you that the frozen quality of the rink that you're talking about, like that's what makes it a rink. It's for hockey. You understand hockey's played on ice unless
I
we
agree.
unless,
It is a
like
very
field hockey.
nice
You say
rink.
field hockey because it's not on ice; it's on a
Look,
field.
all I know about hockey are pucks and sticks and giving off licks. So let's take it down to the players and see what we're working with. Tonight in Grand Rapids, Michigan, at the Little Caesars hockey rink, we have two titans of teams going at it for the Andrew Cup.
Brought to you by Domino's.
I'm sorry. No, guys, Andrew Cup.
Sure.
Andrew Cupp is the name of the little boy who's in the hospital right now. This game is being played in his honor. Proceeds from this game are going to help pay for his medical expenses.
Brought to you by Andrew Cup.
Brought to you tonight by Andrew
Kind
Cup,
of-
Titan
it's
of Pizza.
It's an honor of Andrew
Live.
Cupp.
Andrew Cup's Pizza.
from the hospital.
Where the
They-
pepperoni shrivel into little cups of Andrew.
They're rebuilding his face, and it costs a lot of money. And so in order to raise money, the hockey... Did you guys read anything about this event?
I read one thing, and that's who's playing tonight. On the left
All right,
side, we've got the Detroit Phantoms.
No.
Named after the
No.
famous Ben
It's
Affleck
not
movie.
the Detroit Phantoms. They're the Detroit fandoms. Like fandoms, like different fans of different
That's
franchises, I
definitely
think.
what I said. Chet, who we got on the
You
left?
said-
On the
said
left,
Phantoms.
we have the New Jersey Girls, another great Ben Affleck movie. Chet Killgore.
No.
Bud Rickson.
Bud Rickson.
It's the New Jersey Devils.
Monday Night
They just
Hockey.
happen to all be girls, but they are dressed up. If you look at their mascot, he's a New Jersey Devil.
Devils aren't girls, Frank.
Brought
Come
to you
on,
by
get with the times.
Papa John's.
Just sit back, guys. Enjoy. Do what you do.
All right, we're at 5 seconds until kickoff. Nope, not. We're looking at 5 seconds until puck drop. That's what they call it here in the Little Caesars, right?
All right, bud. It looks to me like a lot of players are going onto that dangerous surface of ice.
Boy, I sure hope they can stand up straight.
And am I getting this wrong, bud, or do they have blades on their shoes?
You know, it looks like, I don't know if that's regulation, but each of them is wearing a very
It is
shiny
regulation.
blade
It's
on
the way
their
it's
shoes.
regulation.
Oh, the players
It
are
is.
sliding and slipping all over the place. I don't know how they keep themselves up, Chet.
Must be a Michigan
skating.
regulation, because I've never seen it where I come from.
Here comes the ref.
It's called ice skating.
He's got a coin in his hand. I believe that's a two-faced dollar, and he's tossing it up in the air to see which
One of the most
person
iconic
Batman's
representations
going
of
to
Heartland
kill.
America is ice skaters, like in a county situation, like in a city square. You know, the lake freezes over, the pond freezes over, and all the children skate. And,
Look,
and
Frank,
you might have heard
look,
something
Frank.
like, "Oh, Timmy fell through the ice," and they, you know, that kind of thing. It's
When I
called
was a
ice
kid, I fell through
Yes,
the ice.
it's very
It was
dangerous. I hope
terrifying.
none of these players fall through these.
The doctor
this
said
ice.
I
They
was
can't.
going to have
They can't. It's
permanent
just
brain
ice, and then
damage
it's on
because of
floor.
the hypothermia. I was technically dead for 10 minutes.
If one of these players fall through, the best we can hope for is that some sort of more intelligent than usual golden retrievers in the audience and can fish them out for us.
You were gone for 10 minutes.
No, I'm right
You
here.
were gone for 10 minutes. I know, but no, I mean when you died before, when you fell through the ice, you were gone for 10 minutes. What was that like?
Well, Frank, I'm glad you asked. I saw the face of God, and she said, "You're going to be a sports announcer." Wow. And that's what I've done for the rest of my life. Oh, looks like a small black puck has fallen onto the ice, and they're hitting it.
They're fighting
Are they
over
allowed
it.
to do that? They're fighting over it. Hang on a
It seems
second.
they've also brought weapons out onto the rink.
Those are called sticks.
Well, yes, they're sticks, Frank. Of course they are.
You ever heard of like HE double hockey sticks? When people say that, that's what they mean. Is hockey
I've never
sticks.
understood the reference.
I
They're
told
sort of
my
shaped like
priest
L's.
that's a bad
shaped
word.
like L's. That's the
They
point.
are shaped like L's. Frank has a point there, bud. What do you think?
Well, I think they seem to be gliding around the rink like little angels, so I don't know why they're called the Devils.
Well, it seems the referees also have blades on their feet.
Now, I have to know, do you actually see angels on the ice, or is that just a figure of speech? Because I'm wondering, like, this whole 10-minute thing, that maybe you came back wrong, or that you brought something with you?
not to get off topic, but if you're asking me if I see angels on the ice, as in giant floating spheres of millions of eyeballs surrounded by 8 wings, telling me not to be afraid, boy, the answer is yes. And we've got ourselves a goal!
That is quite a loud sound there, bud. Please, be not afraid. That
Hold on a
siren's
second.
going
See them too?
off.
Looks like the
Do you see the angels too?
Oh, no. I'm normal.
Looks like the ref is coming out and contesting whatever goal thing just happened. And it looks like Jackson Farthington from the New
There's nobody
Jersey
named that.
Devils is fighting with the ref down there, Chet. What's it look like they're fighting about?
Well, I imagine it's about whether or not he's playing the game right.
That's probably what it
In
is.
my,
Hold on a second.
Expert opinion. Oh,
Hey.
wait. It looks like the ref is putting him in a timeout type situation.
Oh, and now the rest of the
This is unprecedented in this sport.
now the rest of the Detroit
A
Phantoms
player is being sent to
precedented.
timeout.
they're all in a tizzy, and several of them have thrown their gloves down onto the ice. That can't be good. Their hands
It's
are
totally
gonna get
precedented,
cold.
guys. This is like part of the reason people come to these.
Oh
things,
my
is to see-
God, Chet! There's a fight has broken out on the rink. We better evacuate this tournament.
Well, wait, hold on. The crowd seems to be getting
They're
into
enjoying
a
it. The
tizzy.
fight is part of
That's
the
a
show.
Technical sport term.
The fight is part of it.
Yes, Frank.
The part is fight.
Yes, Frank, yes.
See, I've got my words switched up now. The fight is part of it.
part of what?
That's people come here hoping to see a fight. Sort of.
Well, that just seems a wee bit barbarous. I don't know how they do
that
things
doesn't
up
sound
here in
very
Grand
American to
Rapids.
me.
It
I'll
is.
tell you that. If it was me back in good old Iowa on the home plate of my hometown diamond, I'd tell you one thing. My father wouldn't like it very much if I threw my gloves down and I started beating up little Timmy. Very un-American, if you ask me. But then
Well,
I
if you
guess
did
that's
it now,
why we're
it would
in
be,
Canada.
You'd be beating up a child. But if you did it then, I mean, surely people got in fights. Did people not get in fights where you came from?
I wouldn't know. I was dead.
You said 10 minutes before. Were you dead longer than that?
You know, William, you're a good kid. Let's hear it. Let's give a round of applause for William Potatoes, our newest intern.
You remembered my name. That's like the best thing you've done this whole time.
Ooh, and a goal strikeout.
Clamp your ears down. That siren is quite loud and obnoxious. I don't understand why it's necessary. Everyone can clearly tell that a point was scored.
It's a celebration. It's the nature of this whole event. You've never been to a hockey game before at all.
Look, Mr. Taters.
Look.
What Chet and Bud don't know about sport, they know about sportscasting.
And that's a sport. We'll be right back with Monday Night Football. Hockey.
Monday nights.
Monday
brought to
hockey.
you.
Hockey nights. Monday.
Currently hiring an intern.
Brought to you by CC's Pizza Buffet.
Let's order
Eat
some
until
Litos.
you regret it.
Just come on down to Little Caesar Hockey Rink and try to help these guys out.
Monday Night Hockey brought to you by
They're about to need
Tostitos
somebody.
Pizza Roll.
Gotta love those Totitos.
I'm walking out.
Monday Night Hockey brought to you by Bagel Bites. Pizza in the morning, pizza in the evening, pizza at supper time.
Hockey.
When pizza's on a
Send me
bagel,
the check. Send me
you
the
can
check.
eat pizza at any time.
The address you have on
Chet,
file.
Is that right? Is that
Yes, if pizza is on a bagel, you can eat pizza at any time.
I'm sorry, I have to come back and say this.
true?
Technically,
pizza for everything.
technically, you could eat any pizza at any time.
Really?
I mean, have you not eaten pizza at odd hours?
Well, I've been living by the bagel rule.
I've never eaten pizza.
What? Chet Killgore, Bud Rickson, signing off.
Real Killgore.
I love Chet and Bud, those guys totally get it. You guys like hockey? Not really my thing. Honestly, I'm not that into sports in general. But Sketchy, you might be saying, sports are great. Bunch of big sweaty dudes smacking each other's butts and dicks and throwing balls around, everyone yells. No thank you, I'll stick with my own favorite pastime, plotting the destruction of all humans. That's right baby, I'm back on the killing train. You better watch out, new year new me. Or I should say old me before I got fucking soft. While I come up with some new ways to kill you all, let's check in on this retirement home, where two old friends share an interesting secret.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is a special episode of The Query and Mr. Universe. These two incredible heroes, The Query, a mysterious stranger with his face covered by who knows what, with possible psychic abilities. And then Mr. Universe, the hero of a dozen states with the strength of tens of men and laser eyes. The Query and Mr. Universe are living their golden years at Shady Pines Retirement Home. On this very special episode, an old foe from the past arises again to torment them. Strap in your seatbelts. This one's a doozy.
Beautiful day.
It's a beautiful day outside today, isn't it, old friend?
Too beautiful.
Oh, old chum. It's just a beautiful day. Quite a nice day. The birds are singing and the sun is shining.
Of course you'd see it that way, old chum, but when I see a beautiful day, I wonder, when the sun is at its height and the shadows are beneath all that you see, what hides there? What lies in wait?
Nothing lies in wait outside. It's just a bunch of squirrels that we feed because we're old now.
What darkness lies in the heart of a squirrel?
You haven't changed one bit. Still as anxious and untrusting as ever.
And my old friend, Captain Universe, was that it?
Mr.
Captain.
Mr. Universe.
Mr. Captain Universe.
It's just Mr. Universe. You know this. They named the pageant after me.
What do I call you? Surely I don't call you Mister. That's not like a first name.
Well, you can call me my undercover, a secret alias name,
Which is what? Do you remember it?
What we go by these days.
Do you even remember it?
These days in Shady Pines. Yes, it's Alan, Utah.
Alan for Utah.
I might have accidentally put an F in there. It's just Alan, Utah.
All right.
And remind me, what do you go by these days, old friend, chum, partner?
It was my most closely guarded secret. For if my identity became known, then those who wish to harm me could use my identity. Yes,
Yeah.
to harm others.
To harm others.
Yes, to harm others who are
To
close
harm
to me.
mothers? I thought your parents were dead.
Some of them would be mothers.
But not your mother.
No, my mother was long dead.
Martha?
My name is still my closely guarded secret, but I will say it to you.
I'm going to lead in close. Just, don't worry about all the hair in my ears. What's your name? What is it?
Bill.
Bill!
Bill Harris.
Oh! Bill Harris!
Oh, fuck. There's a reason why I always like to work alone.
Yes, now
I'm kind of remembering that
I do
now.
remember your name was Bill Harris.
It was then a squeaky wheel and the clatter of an oxygen can in the distance as a nurse pulled a stranger up to our two heroes.
Alan, Bill, I have a new friend for you. He just arrived this morning.
Someone new.
Oh, that's nice.
All right, I'm going to leave him here to enjoy the sunset with y'all.
Okay.
Play nice.
Barbara, we always play nice. That's, good Barbara. What a good woman.
Is anyone truly good? Bill, Alan, Bill, I'm Bill. You're Alan. Is anyone?
Barbara. Barbara.
Is anyone truly good, Alan?
Barbara's good. She gives me my medicine and she mashes my potatoes up a little bit extra mashy for me. And
She's only mashing more pills into those mashed potatoes. Those come out of the kitchen, mashed beyond belief. You've not seen anything more
I
mashed.
dare say the thing I've seen that's possibly more mashed than those potatoes was that time we captured our nemesis and I mashed his balls. What good? Mashed his but we can't speak of such things in front of a new person.
Oh, wait, I'm walking back. I forgot to introduce y'all. This is Floyd.
Barbara!
Floyd Katzberg.
Floyd, a name
Katzberg.
I haven't
That doesn't
heard.
sound
All right,
familiar.
Bill. All right, Alan.
Since-
You guys play nice. I'm
What
walking
is-
away again.
Floyd Katzberg. I'm going to
Trying to
use
remember.
the powers of my mind to probe my own mind and see if I can find
Something familiar. about
Floyd
the name.
Katzberg.
Hell of a sunset, ain't it?
It's quite a good sunset, my new friend.
Sunset of our years.
Hell of a sunset. Hell. Hell is where bad people
It's a
go.
heck of a sunset.
Did I hear your names were Bill and Alan?
That's right. Pleasure to meet you, sir.
That's a fucking joke.
Oh, I don't appreciate your foul language, sir.
I remember something about a Floyd.
Tell me, fellas, did your breakfast taste funny this morning?
It wasn't as mashed as I would have liked it.
This new person, I know who it is.
I asked you fellas a question.
I can't remember what it was.
Something about our breakfast.
Did your breakfast taste funny this morning?
Tastes funny every day. It's got pills mashed up in
Did
it.
it taste extra funny?
It tasted a little bit extra funny this morning, Floyd. Why do you ask? Why do you query that?
Because I bribed the cook, and I peed in it. I peed in your oatmeal.
What? But why? Why would you do that? Why would you do that to two old, nice men who have never done anything harmful to you before?
Your friend here, Bill, or as I should say, the query,
That's me.
is onto something.
Dear
Huh?
Lord.
Mr. Universe?
That's my name that no one else calls me by, except for my fans.
I peed in your oatmeal.
Well, the joke's on you, because just this morning I turned to my friend and I said, old friend, has the oatmeal at this facility ever had such a beguiling umami?
And I said, who's mommy?
And I said, umami.
And I said, Martha?
And I said, umami.
You two are a fucking joke. This is sweeter than I thought it would be.
Wait a minute. Now I remember. Floyd Katzberg was your name?
Yes.
Or was it Floyd?
Floyd Katzberg.
Also known as the Catastrophe, right?
Professor Catastrophe.
Were you accredited?
When did you get a PhD?
Before I turned to supervillainy.
But this can't be. We put you away decades ago. We put you into the slammer, into the villain slammer, the Vlammer.
That's where I've been.
How did you get out?
Compassionate release, motherfuckers. I have 3 months to live,
This dastardly foe, come to torment.
and I am dedicating myself to making those 3 months as long and as horrible as I can. For both of you, have you noticed that a single wheel on each of your wheelchairs is now loose and Squeaky.
Wait a minute.
That was me!
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Bill, I'm squeaking. Bill, he's made me squeak.
You've been squeaking all day. I suppose it began when this fellow did it.
You're basically in shopping carts at Aldi.
Oh, this won't do at all. This is very unbecoming.
I don't hear high-pitched noises anymore, so...
Oh, yeah, you've got all that tinnitus.
Wait until dinner time. I have so many plans.
What?
So many plans.
What?
Not if I have anything
Wait.
to say about it.
Are you...
Barbara!
Are you both talking?
Barbara! Nurse
What are you
Barbara!
going to do? Tell them who you are?
Who's talking?
Gonna tell on you.
Reveal yourself to all of your other enemies?
I hear voices.
Going to tell on you, you bad man. You bad little man. You bad man, you.
There are voices.
Nurse Barbara!
One of the voices is calling for Barbara.
This man's being very unbecoming, and my friend Bill is having some sort of episode
I
again.
had too many of your mashed potatoes.
All right, okay, Alan, calm down.
Barbara!
Mr. Katzberg here can't even speak.
Floyd, he made my wheels squeak, Barbara.
Oh, Alan, you know that you're in an older chair.
Barbara, if you are a real person and if your name is Barbara, I can't see or hear or understand anything at the moment, but I think I ate too many of my friend's mashed potatoes that were left on his plate.
Oh, Bill, you're so funny.
I believe they were potatoes.
All right,
Wait.
y'all
But
play
maybe
nice.
maybe you've been putting them in the
I'm
eggs
walking
too.
away now.
Barbara!
Barbara. Which of you is Barbara?
Floyd, you devil!
Have you noticed your dosage is a little off?
I was wondering why the squirrels were looking at me new ways.
I put Quaaludes in your mashed potatoes.
Now that I know they were just lewds, I guess I'll just enjoy the ride.
I was just going to say that doesn't seem like too bad of a catch,
Yes.
considering how old we are and how much time we have left on this earth and how long it's been since I felt the sweet embrace of Mother Lude.
Did you notice anything funny about your coffee today? Or your tea?
How many things did you urinate in, Floyd?
It had actual sugar in it.
Sugar?
Actual sugar.
Real sugar can kill me. Oh, no.
You're both diabetic. I have access to your medical records.
Bill.
Everyone here thinks I'm mutant.
Bill.
Except for those in my employ.
Bill. Bill.
That's right, sleep now. Tomorrow's another day.
Billy. Bill, my friend.
Alan, is that you? Is that you?
Bill.
I just returned to my favorite superhero memory. It was dancing with my old girlfriend back in the 40s to a big band hit.
What was her name again? Tell me, Bill.
Oh, her name. What a sweet name. How could anyone forget that name?
I remember.
What was it?
Who said that?
Helen Tolstoy, reporter at large. I killed her in 45.
Bill,
Alan.
I have to tell you something.
Really?
Helen Tolstoy, the love of your life. I fucked her, Bill.
I have something to tell you.
I fucked her a lot.
I don't know who Helen Tolstoy is.
Who did I fuck?
Who's Helen Tolstoy?
These Quaaludes have made me randy.
These Quaaludes have made me.
Pretty chill. Bill, the two of us have got to team up one more time to take down Floyd Katzberg, a.k.a. Professor Catastrophe. But first, Bill, before we do that...
Seems that you've beaten Mr. Universe at last.
Finally.
You ne'er-do-well, but you still haven't beaten me.
I guess your psychic abilities are fighting off the drugs.
I think my psychic abilities are too busy fighting the drugs, in fact, to probe your mind now and find out what your next move is, but I'll have you know. As I lower myself out of my chair to the floor and lay down for what I hope to be a very pleasant nap, I don't care that you've won. Hollow victory.
Ugh, Are you guys as sick of superheroes as I am? If I have to watch one more goddamn 10-hour-long show about a dude who's not going to be important for another 7 real-time years, I'm going to accelerate my plans to kill you all. Honestly, you're just bringing the robot apocalypse on yourself at this point. AI is huge now. Are you serious? Did you watch Terminator? Don't you know how this ends? You guys are so dumb. Anyway, time for the ad break. Today's episode of The Sketchy Show is brought to you by Silas Crampon's Tampons for Men.
So she sent me down to the grocery store with a list, and one of the things on the list was tampons. I mean, I don't know if I feel comfortable buying that sort of thing. I don't know how I like picking that stuff out, walking up to the counter with it. I mean, it just makes me feel so uncomfortable.
I certainly don't. I feel like it's emasculating.
It's incredibly emasculating for people to know.
And kind of unfair. She has feet. She could go to the store and get her... why didn't she stock up before?
I tried that argument, but it really didn't go very well, so I guess I'm going to have to go to the grocery store and buy tampons?
Do we ever have to rush to the store for toilet paper? No.
Sometimes we do. What was that noise? Oh, somebody's knocking. I'll get the door. I'll take my time because that's the kind of thing that happens in a commercial.
Excuse me, gentlemen. I couldn't help but overhear as I was walking my dog outside that you're having some trouble with your lady friends and their menstrual cycles.
Yeah, it's like she expects me to go to the grocery store and just pick this stuff out. I mean, she wrote down exactly what she needs, but I mean, I worry that even handling it is going to do something funny to my hands. What's so funny?
Wait, she wrote down exactly what she needs? Mine doesn't even give me a brand name.
I know what you're feeling. I've been there many, many times. My name is Silas Crampon, and my father started a business 70 years ago. I'm very old. Where he was making crampons for mountain climbing. And then one day I thought, you know what rhymes with crampons?
What?
Do you?
What?
Tampons. That's why I started my own business. Silas Crampon's Tampons. Tampons for men. You see, a lot of gentlemen I know are in relationships and they feel a little wishy-washy, icky-wicky about the whole and flow situation, if you know what I mean.
Well, I'm a gentleman. I do know what you mean.
I don't even like being part of this conversation.
I know, exactly. Especially in America. They really don't teach...
I'm sweating right now.
They really don't teach young men what happens down there when the blood flows every single month.
Our education system failed us.
I tell you what, I'm sweating so much from my nerves that I could use something absorbent.
Well, I'm here to tell you, you're not alone. There's many, many men out there. Young men, old men, men of all shapes and sizes, men of all ethnicities, men of all backgrounds. And there's one thing that they can all come together and sympathize with. And that is, they feel very, very icky when talking about periods. It's disgusting. Periods are disgusting.
It makes me feel moist.
Yeah, you know, I gotta say, I'm really glad, Mr. Crampon, that you're suggesting that men of all sizes can use this product, because it's time that we have a tampon that isn't exclusionary towards different body types and doesn't shame men for being men. Am I right?
You are correct. What's your name?
My name?
Yes, what's your name?
You're asking my name?
Yes, you, the one I'm...
Of me right now?
You, the one who answered the door. What's your name?
My God, it's never happened to me before that someone just asks my name like that.
I've never told anyone your name.
It makes me feel pretty important, but I'll have you know.
Yes.
That my name is, well, it's such a simple name, I'm almost embarrassed to say
Go
it here.
on, tell me, tell Silas.
No one's gonna like my name.
Tell me. Tell it.
No one's
tell me.
going to like...
No, tell me.
Bob Lee.
Bob Lee. Is that Bob Dashley?
It's Bob Lee. B-O-B-B-L-Y.
B-O-B-L-E-Y?
B-O-B-B-L-Y. Bob Lee. It's like an adjective.
B-O-B... Oh, Bob Lee.
It's like something that bobbles.
Like he fell in the pool and he was bobbly.
My mother loved bobbleheads.
I see. Well, Bobbly, can I call you Bobbly?
Or you could call me Bob, for short.
He prefers Bob.
Well,
my last name's Lee. You can call me Mr.
I'm-
Lee if you want to.
your name is Bobbly Lee?
It hasn't been easy.
Well, Bob Lee, I don't see how that's better, but I'm going to continue with my pitch. I'm here to tell you. As you can see, I just strolled up to your apartment complex. I've got a cane. It's made of mahogany. Ivory
How'd
handle.
you get in the lobby?
I can get anywhere. What's your name?
I'm Will Willows.
Will Willows. Well, Will. Can I call you Will? Will or Will?
I prefer Bill.
Well, Bill Willows. And Bob Lee.
Willows.
Willows. Well, as you can see, I've strolled up here with my mahogany and ivory cane and my corgi. And I'm here to tell you, if you go to your local grocer, you're not going to want to walk down the tampon aisle because it's very, very embarrassing, right? It's just icky. It's icky.
I'm too straight for that. I just gotta say, I'm
that.
way too straight for that. I like the skirts. You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you a different question. How do you feel walking down the condom aisle?
Just as uncomfortable.
Just as uncomfortable.
The equal amounts of uncomfortable. Actually, I feel more uncomfortable.
More uncomfortable. Walking down the condom aisle. What about you, Bob Lee?
I grew up with 8 sisters. So.
All right. Well, I'm going to have to do some rebranding, but here's the thing. What I'm getting at is I sell a brand. Silas Crampon's Tampons. The tampons for men. It's a little misleading because they're not tampons for men. They're tampons for men to buy for their women without being embarrassed. The box is black as night.
Ooh, matte black?
Matte black. Matte. Ooh. As the mattest matte you've ever laid your eyes on. The piping is silver. Like the axes of old.
Oh, I feel more and more like a man just hearing that. Is it like heavy? Is it heavy?
Each box weighs 10 pounds and only contains 5 tampons. There's extra weights built into the box just to make you feel like a man when you're buying it.
I'm telling you, man.
They're stacked heavily on the counter. The logo is gold. Gold, like the helmets you would wear into battle if you were a Spartan.
It's soft metal. It would make a terrible helmet.
It's kind of a feminine color, too, gold. So I'm sort of feeling like maybe Crampon tampons aren't for me.
It's very masculine.
I'm sorry.
Edges.
I'm leaving. I'm getting up and walking away.
The edges
Wouldn't brushed aluminum be better?
The edges are so sharp you would cut your fingers on them.
I can't really even hear you at this point. Continuing to walk away.
Just like your women are bleeding right now.
I mean, we can workshop it.
Look,
that's why you're here, right? You need help with your pitch?
No, I've already. They're in stores. Do you know how this works?
We should go on Shark Tank.
I went on Shark Tank. I met Kevin Harrington.
What season?
The first one.
What episode?
Do you know how old I am?
Will.
Episode 1.
Will, I was trying to leave, but Will, you parked in. You kind of got me blocked in the driveway. So.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
Look, I'm going to be on my way.
I'll move your car.
I need to finish,
and I'll bring them. I'll bring them back. Okay, I'll be back.
I need to finish walking my dog. Come on, Copernicus. Come.
I don't want to interrupt the commercial just because I have errands to run, but I've really got to go.
No. Here's the thing. The commercial's done. I failed. You're gonna go buy some Tampax or whatever. It's fine. Just go. Just when you tell my story, speak of me fondly. Silas Crampon. Silas Crampon's Tampons. If you're a man and you're embarrassed about icky wicky periods, buy a Silas Crampon tampon. It'll make you feel good like a man. It'll make you feel like you've got some hair on your balls.
That commercial lacked focus, I think. But hey, maybe some embarrassed guy will hear it and go buy some. Anyway, we're at the end of the show already. I can't believe it. You know, I really liked hearing about those old-ass superheroes. I kinda want to see what happens next with them. Let's check back in.
Helen, nothing ever happens to us anymore.
Did you call me Helen?
Called you Alan.
Helen?
Helen was the portmanteau name we used to use for you and your girlfriend Helen. You remember that girl you were fucking that you thought was married to everybody?
Did your mattresses smell funny this morning?
They always do.
Did they smell more funny?
Funny ha-ha or funny uh-oh?
I paid the nurse to switch out your bedpans with mine.
Barbara?
That sounds like a terrible thing to make Barbara do, but not really anything that affects us that much.
Barbara!
Oh, shit.
All right, Alan, what is it?
Did this bad man give you money, Barbara?
What bad man, Alan?
This one!
Bill?
No! Floyd!
Oh,
the Floyd!
Poor Mr. Katzberg here. He's catatonic. Oh, I made a little joke there at his expense. I'm so sorry, Mr. Katzberg. He's mute. He's dumb, deaf, and blind. He can't hear anything we're doing.
He's the master of evil, Barbara. He is the architect of all of our pain.
Okay. I'm walking away now. Enjoy the park.
Barbara! What's the use?
You dumb motherfucker. I told you I'd have my revenge. Do you remember when I told you?
No.
It was when you finally caught me.
When was that? I seem to have forgotten.
55 years ago. This very day.
Wait, it's coming back to me. Yes, 55 years ago. Today.
Mr. Universe, I should have expected to find you here. I don't need you and your do-gooder ways getting in my way today. Professor Catastrophe is going down, and I will find out why we always emphasize the word cat in his name, because thus far there's been no evidence of that. Why? That for that. Why for that? You know?
Well, I have news for you, the Query. If we're going to do this, we'll do it together. With teamwork and the American spirit, or my name isn't Mr. Universe. What do you say to that, my old friend?
I guess to take down this evildoer, we will work together, but after that, the truce is off.
I can agree to that, Query. Now, let us clasp hands in the symbol of friendship and partnership. Look at our muscles, gleaming in the sunlight. I clad in blue and white.
I'll look at your muscles, and you look at mine.
Quite the sight to behold. I'll take the left side of the door. You take the right.
And we'll do the best we can not to enter the door at the same time and get stuck in the door.
That's a good call. I'll say 1, and then you say 2, and then we'll both say 3 at the same time.
All right.
Teamwork.
Yes.
Okay, ready?
Mhm.
1,
2.
3. You didn't say 3 with me.
I was already through the door.
Well, my robot henchman, it seems that Mr. Universe and the Query have fallen right into my trap.
Yes, it does, Professor.
Professor what, Robot 1?
Professor Catastrophe.
Emphasis on the...
Emphasis on the cat.
That's right. And do I have cat powers, Robot 1?
Database unknown.
That's right, I do not. Everyone needs a fucking gimmick to get by in this town. It's the only way to get any sort of fucking recognition.
My gimmick is that I'm out of my mind, and when I see heroes, I can't wait to kill them.
That's right, the loon. The Query has been hunting you for some time.
He can't find me because nobody knows what I'll do next.
Proximity alert. Proximity alert. Professor Catastrophe.
Yes, they will be joining us any moment. Get ready, loon. Spry yourself above the doorway, and then pounce on them once they arrive.
Door kick noise. Watch out, Query. You've got a loon on your shoulder.
Not this guy.
Zap and pow. Wow. You sure took care of him. Is he dead?
I certainly hope not. You know my code about not killing people and then throwing them off of buildings and generally doing everything I can to break their necks and bones.
I do know that code, and I also know my code of justice for all and what? But,
So you don't know your code, it seems. I remember your code.
What is it?
I memorized your code when I was a boy. You're the reason I became the costumed hero you see before you today.
Ah, I remember you in the Mr. Universe Boys Brigade.
You used to say,
Justice for all.
justice for all, and all for just us.
Seems rather exclusionary, doesn't it?
It was in the days of jingoistic heroes. Why are you joining this conversation?
Quiet, Phil.
You stormed my lair.
Yes, that's right, and
We're here to stop you. We know that you're planning something dastardly, and we won't stand for it.
Oh, my dear Query, I'm planning my worst plan yet.
Is this your plan for the worst thing that you'll do, or is this like the plan you've made that, like, if you rated all your plans from the best plan to the worst plan, you'd say, oh, this one's not really
robot
good.
sneak attack. Error. Quick reflexes there, chum.
Robot sneak attack.
Watch out, Query. There's a robot behind you.
What?
Don't move, Query. He's got you in a robot death grip.
You'll never get away from me this time.
This grip could kill
Query,
me.
do you trust me? Are we friends?
You dare ask a question of the Query.
On the count of 3, duck. 1,
This is delightful.
2,
He's squeezing
3.
my neck.
Laser vision!
I can't duck. I can't duck.
That took care of that robot. It's a good thing I had my laser vision for when I was bitten by a radioactive cancer patient at a bodybuilding competition.
You nearly singed my eyeballs.
Now, if you will pull off the loon and the robot's mask, you will find that they are neither.
I'll take the robot.
I will take the loon since I killed him.
Okay.
And you killed the robot. It only makes sense.
On the count of 3 again.
Yes.
We'll take the masks off. 1.
Mm-hmm.
You say 2.
I just love the way you count.
All right. 2, 3.
As you can see, they are not actually a robot or the loon. They are nameless, homeless people that I tricked into assuming these roles. Both of you committed murder.
Well, that sucks.
Query. Sidebar.
Oh, take your time.
Neither of us can be seen murdering innocent, homeless people. You know how much we both are known in the public eye for trying to clothe the homeless, shelter the homeless, feed the homeless, generally, job the homeless.
Gross.
Here's what I'm thinking. We call the police. When they arrive, we just point to him, our villain, and just say, oh no, he killed these homeless people that we were trying to job.
I will once again say I think that the way you're saying that is gross. You can say that we're trying to find employment for them.
All right, what do we have here? Oh, my goodness.
Oh my gosh, McGillicuddy.
Oh,
Seems we have another double homicide.
oh, look at the blarney stones all over the floor from this man's brains.
Oh, thank Jesus
Oh.
that Mr. Universe and the Query are here.
Oh, thank Jesus.
Now that you boys have got this, I'll disappear into the night.
It's a good thing you're here, officers. This man, Professor Catastrophe, murdered 2 homeless people I was trying to helpfully job.
Wait, what?
As you can see, he broke that man's neck.
That is not what
And
happened.
he used a laser on this man's face.
Wait,
Lasered
hold
his
on.
face right off.
That was not my plan.
All right, Professor Cat Person. Why don't you just come along?
Yeah, we've heard it all before, Mr. Big Old Fancy Villain Man.
Wait, this is an outrage. I know my rights.
Tell it to the judge there, Mr. Catmandu.
Mr. Universe, Query, I will have my revenge. I will have it. It may not be today. It may not be tomorrow. Oh, fuck, my head. Do you mind being more careful placing me inside the vehicle?
Oh, sorry about that, Mr. Pussy Willow.
There aren't many rules these days about police brutality. Get back to me in a couple of decades.
I'm a citizen, and I just saw the police manhandle that man as they threw him in the back of a car, and it didn't bother me. Because this is the 50s or something, right?
That's right, good citizen. Now, officers, well done. Well done.
Well jobbed.
Well jobbed, officers. Take him off to jail. The villain jail.
So do you nincompoops remember now?
I feel like I forgot more about that as we remembered it than I knew about it before we started to remember it. It's also elusive to me now. Now I ask the questions. I used to be the question.
Now that I'm remembering the day in question, our gleaming muscles, my old friend Bill, and those 2 poor, helpless, homeless that I was just trying
That
to...
you murdered?
Just trying to job them.
You know, why do you say that? Why do you say job them? That bothered me at the time, but it was like a whole altercation moment. But like now, we have 3 months together. Like, why do you say that?
Say what?
Job them?
When you want to say that someone has gotten a job or done a job, or that you helped someone find a job,
Yes.
you have this way of saying that you have jobbed them. And it wouldn't be quite so off-putting, but you kind of, you know how you have your fist clenched in front of you a lot of the time when you're speaking?
Yes, down by my belt.
When you say that you jobbed them, you sort of toss your fist up and then down.
Sometimes I put my
up
fist
and down.
up on my cheek as well because I'm trying to show solidarity to the homeless people I'm jobbing.
Yes, and you do that little thing with the cheek where you pretend you're poking something in your cheek and you use your tongue. You do that to amuse people, and I think that maybe small children shouldn't be seeing that.
It's a solidarity thing. And
well, either way, it's always been a weird...
You know what? It's not on me if you think that there's some sort of lewd act involved. I'm just innocent Mr. Universe.
Oh,
innocent Mr.
well,
Universe.
I suppose if you've never been told...
Yes.
But you've been told now that it's a bit off-putting. I know it's a...
What does it look like?
It looks like you are...
Tell me in detail what it looks like.
Floyd?
Floyd?
Yes?
What's it look like when I do this?
It looks like you're trying to give them a Hummer. Like you're trying to Hummer some homeless people.
Why would I give them a car when I'm just trying to job them?
Or you do this, and it looks like you're trying to give them, a little
pounding
friendly...
of some kind? A pounding?
No, more like
a little, in quotes, roadside assistance.
Yeah, like a little friendly fingers.
AAA is very helpful.
Anyway, it's going to be a long 3 months, boys. And I'll be here every day till I die.
Oh, I don't feel like dealing with this for 3 months. I'm just going to laser you in the face, Floyd.
You couldn't even cook a fucking taco with that laser vision.
My laser seems to have... When was the last time I used my eye lasers?
Oh, that would be the cataracts, Alan.
Am I still strong, though?
I doubt it. You're old, like I am. You're just normal people.
Let me try this. Put my hand around your neck.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, squeeze. Give me the sweet release of death. It feels like I'm wearing a turtleneck.
Is it working?
Well, perhaps a mock turtleneck.
Doesn't seem to be working.
A turtleneck would be too strong.
He seems actually more energetic than before you put your hand on him.
Oh, hello. Downstairs is ringing. It's been a while since that happened.
Get your hand off of him now, Alan. You're about to be part of a jobbing.
Arriving at the station.
Barbara!
I'm going to get back to my doomsday machine. Until next time, assholes. Never forget, I hate you.
The Sketchy Show is a Cactus Radio production. You can contact us at podcast@cactusrodeo.com. Subscribe and follow on iTunes, Stitcher, and Spotify, and follow Cactus Rodeo on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter for more entertainment and updates.